on, guys? Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. My name is Moose78. Hope you guys having a good day today. Happy Monday. We are back at it here in Tucson, Arizona in the Kenworth W900. Now, this is the add-on pack that's out on the Steam Workshop by Alan Polly and a few others. Wanted to give it a go, and gotta say, it's pretty impressive. A lot of cool features on it. So if you guys have not checked out this pack, definitely check it out. It is worth subscribing to and using for sure. A lot of features. You can pretty much customize it just about any way you want to. So definitely check it out. But like I said, we are here in Tucson. We're going to go pick up a dry van, and we're going to run up into Primm, Nevada to start. Finally got everything going. I was actually on time for once, but Windows 10's like, you know what? We probably need to go and update your computer right about, let's see, now. So that's why we were kind of running behind today. I need to adjust something because my wheel is like super loose. Hopefully everyone's doing good today. So it's Monday, first day of spring. Pretty excited about that. Trying out some different things on the stream today. Noticed over the weekend, I was actually checking my Twitter feed last night. I noticed someone had retweeted out that Twitch had changed some things up, and now you can, if you're a non-partnered streamer like I am, before you could only stream like a max bit rate of like 3.5 megabits per second, which is not the greatest, but you can manage, make it work. But now you can stream up to 6 megabits per second. So up to the bit rate up to 5800, and I think the quality looks a lot better. I think you guys are going to notice that straight away. If you guys notice any lag or anything like that, let me know down in the chat there. But I was messing around with it last night. I thought it looked tremendously better, so we'll kind of mess around with that. Going to keep it in 720, 60 FPS right now, just because I think it looks a lot better. A lot crisper, a lot clearer. I'd rather have it in 720 than, have it look kind of mediocre in 1080. Gosh, dang, this wheel. I can see me fighting this thing all day today. When we get out of Walver, I'm going to take a look at the options in-game. Make sure there's nothing goofy going on there. It almost feels like, the force feedback's like cranked the max. I have to crank the wheel quite a bit to get it to turn. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I hope the stream quality looks a lot better. And then I also moved my shifter down. I'm not sure if it went through yet, but I tweeted out a picture of my setup from my phone. And you guys can kind of see, if you follow me over there on the Twitters, go there and take a look and take a look at that. But I got a T-slotted desk to where it's pretty modular, or it's extremely modular. Gotta reload here real quick. That I don't want the old Fruhoff. We will take the old Wabash. Take the jab. All the way down to the end. And I'm going to check something real quick here on the options again. I know it's not on. See, there it feels okay. Okay. Maybe even though I had it set up, I got it checked in the Logitech software to not let games take control of the centering spring. It looks like it kind of was. This feels a lot better. Mucho better. Mucho better. But I got my shifter kind of mounted down instead of having it mounted right next to the wheel. So we'll see how that goes today. It feels a lot better. Feels a little bit more realistic. it's just gonna be getting used to it, being down there. I keep grabbing up, where it used to be. So I missed a couple gears here and there today. That's probably why. Or do something like that and accidentally put it in 5 low. Kind of figured we'd at least get into southern Nevada, kind of monkey around in Nevada a little bit. Last stream, we just ran around Arizona the entire time, and it was a pretty good time. Hadn't really done a whole lot of Arizona content lately. I can't quite see. Looks like I'm too far off. Kind of want to do the northern part of the map today, though. Get up into Nevada. Maybe towards the end, we'll kind of stroll on over to Northern California. Son of a biscuit eater. Might as well take a quick look at the truck here that's got a little bit more daylight. I like it. Wouldn't mind to monkey around with it and kind of add my own touches to it, but we'll see. There we go. Good night. All hooked up there. Take a quick screeny. There we go. Just gonna go around the back. That's about the easiest way to get out of this place without wrecking into stuff. And no, I'm not gonna go around back because there is no back. Har har har. That's alright, I still got plenty of room to get turned around here. Make a straight shot out. There we go. There we go. Still getting the crazy lag spikes and stuff like that. I have no idea what the heck is causing that, but it is driving me nuts. So I'll probably mess around with that later today. I don't have anything overclocked right now. Everything, the GPU, CPU are all on stock clocks. So I'm not sure what's causing it. I even before I got started, after the Windows 10 update this morning, went ahead and cleaned out my case, which it needed it. Apparently I hadn't done it for a while because it was pretty nasty on the inside. Well, not it's super nasty, but super nasty for me because I usually clean it out about every 2 weeks. Trying to hit the sign back there. There we go. And shoot, I needed to go left, but well. We'll stick the long way out, I guess. Should be good on fuel, I think. Take a look at the gauges here in a second. Yeah, we're about 3/4, so should not be too bad. Shouldn't have to worry about it for a little bit anyway. I figured we'd use this truck today. Gonna do something different and use a Volvo tomorrow. I have not used a Volvo before. I think I messed around in one with just a little bit back in the Holland days, but never really drove a Volvo in games, so that should be a lot of fun. I will get, I have the mods linked on my Twitch page here now. You guys probably saw that. But I'll get that updated later today with everything that I'm using that I can share. Now, of course, I do have some private mods that I cannot share. But I'll get that updated later today. Also, I got a Facebook page now for my YouTube channel and all that stuff. That is also linked here on the Twitch page. Just got it started, so there's not a whole lot of stuff over there. And I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Facebook guy there is. But I think I got it set up to where anytime I tweet something, it's also going to post it over on that Facebook page as well. And then I need to get some more stuff up on my Instagram page also. Just some more screenshots and stuff like that. So, yeah, I should be able to go here. Just trying to be a little bit more active on the social media. To spread the good word about the content, all that stuff. Always on. Rev it up to about 6 million. And these cars just don't care. Like, so what? 4 ways on all day, sucker. Got time for that nonsense. But speaking of the content, it's probably going to be a little bit different for those of you that are familiar with my YouTube channel and all that stuff. I have been pretty good here lately about trying to mix it up as much as possible, different trucks, different loads, you know, things like that. But for the next couple weeks, it's probably going to be a little bit goofy because like I got 2 weeks worth of content all done and ready to go from the last 2 live streams, which I used the Mac Pinnacle and the 579. But as I continue to, you know, do the streams and record the streams, I'll be able to kind of mix it up a little bit, but things might be a little bit goofy in terms of the things we talk about, so you know, I might be talking about something today and this video might not go live for another, you know, 3 weeks, I don't know. So just got to be aware of that, you know, if you're watching the video and going, yeah, that's not really news, that was announced like 3 weeks ago, why you just talk about it now? Well, because I recorded it, you know, kind of when it was news, but it just didn't get posted till, you know, long after the fact. So yeah, if you notice stuff like that on the channel, that's going to be why. But there will be videos going out 5 days this week, 5 days next week, and should be, you know, barring any unforeseen setback, should be back on that 5-day-a-week upload schedule now. Probably going to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thanks for the follow there, King Morris. Appreciate that. But like I was saying there, barring any unforeseen setbacks, I should be uploading 5 days a week over to the YouTube channel. But I'll be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. Right about 10 a.m. to right about 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, because we're on the Daylight Savings Time now, because, you know, good times. But yeah. So it's been kind of nice being able to, you know, come over here and stream and record that stuff, because it really does, you know, really does a couple things. Like I said, it allows me to get content built up in my YouTube queue. Plus, it allows me to get exposure over here and everything. And it's a lot more fun, honestly, to do this live than, you know, to kind of record it and then just upload it to YouTube. You know, sometimes it gets a little bit awkward, you know, sitting there, you know, kind of talking to yourself for half an hour. Kind of go along with, okay, what do I say now? You know, at least with live interaction, you know, it's a lot more fun because, you know, you get to interact live, answer questions, just shoot the breeze, just whatever. Talk virtual trucking, talk real trucking, tech, video games, just kind of whatever. But like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I'd seen on my Twitter feed that the two founders of SCS are going to be at the Mid-American Truck Show later this week. And I've seen something, I'll have to dig into it a little bit deeper, but seen something they're also going to be at, I don't know if it's going to be back at the Packard test facility or if it's going to be at Peterbilt Motors here in the States. But it sounds like we're going to have a little FaceTime maybe with some more people in the American trucking industry, which is always good. Going to strengthen and, you know, continue to build those relationships, and hopefully, you know, hopefully we can get these licensing issues kind of sorted out, and we can start to get some more trucks this year. Hopefully. It'll be definitely interesting to see what all their visits going to entail this year. I know they're going to be obviously demonstrating ATS. I don't know if they're going to be using the I can't remember what show it was last year, but they had like a full-on, I think it was like a 579, like a full real-life 579 that they converted into a simulator, which was pretty stinking awesome. So I think they might, I would imagine, I'm just kind of assuming, but I think they're going to be demonstrating that down at Matt's this year, which that'll be freaking cool, because if you guys haven't checked it out, I'll try to find a link to it and tweet it out on my Twitter page, and I'll post it over here on the Twitch page as well. But it's pretty freaking awesome. Like anytime, you know, like you hit something or whatever, a cab would start to shake. Like it had like real life physics and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But I'm always hopeful anytime that they, you know, can come over here to the States and, you know, check stuff out, that, you know, they can get some FaceTime with some of these executives and stuff like that, and, you know, kind of, you know, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're doing, you know, we'd really like you to get on board with us, and, you know, our community and our games have seen tremendous growth over the last year. I just think stuff like that can go a long way in, you know, developing relationships. That is not the exit I want. No. This one is, though. There, I was reaching for the Jake brake and wasn't there because I moved it. I'm using the SKRS with the Easy Jake add-on, which is pretty nice. As you know, just that one button adds so much functionality. So I can just have my hand on the shifter and just turn the Jake on and off. Pretty nice. So hopefully here in the next, you know, next week or so, get some information as to, you know, what's going on. SCS, their visit over here to the Mid-American Truck Show and everything. Maybe get another news video out. I haven't done a news video in forever. But it seems like those usually do pretty well. But there hasn't really been anything super newsworthy since the rescale and all that stuff. But some stuff I want to work on now that I have a little bit more time to work on it. I'm going to be taking like a day off in between here and there. And plus, I got a lot of content built up in the queue, so that allows me to have a little bit more free time and everything. But kind of want to do, you know, top 5 or top 10, you know, something like that wish list for 2017, you know, for ATS, you know, kind of, you know, year 2 content that, you know, I'd like to see and maybe you guys would like to see. Things like that. I still need to get the Mac Pinnacle review done. I kind of want to change up the way that I do the reviews and everything, where I can, kind of showcase, like the entire truck, but not have it be, like a 45-minute long review, because I don't think anyone would want to sit through that. Not sure that I necessarily want to sit down and record a 45-minute mod review, so just kind of working on that format. And other than that, it's just going to be the same old, just out here trucking and doing the Let's Play thing. How about you guys? How you guys doing today? Stream looking okay, playing okay, no buffering, no lag, anything like that. Like I said, when I was testing it out last night, a couple people hopped on. I was like, I'm just kind of testing everything out here. Yeah, nothing to see. But we are, of course, live and going at it today. Like I said, when I tested it out last night, I went back and watched it a little bit afterwards, and I thought it looked really good. But one thing I did do was I added like a 2-second delay, so that way, it kind of has time to, digest all the information that I'm uploading and stuff, so hopefully it's looking good and crisp and clean for you guys. Hopefully. I think once I get used to it, I'm really going to like that shifter where it is. That just works out kind of nice, having it down there. Probably got to tweak it just a little bit. I don't want to get it so low down there where I can't reach it, but also don't want to be hitting my knuckles on the edge of my desk all the time either. Let's see. About half tank. We'll go ahead and stop on in here and fuel up. I actually pull in the right entrance for a change. Always, for whatever reason, I always pull in the opposite entrance. I mean, there's never anything coming, so it's not like AI's coming out of this way. Do like how 1.6 has the multiple fueling points now, though. That has been a pretty big addition. For sure, for sure. Hop out here and take a look at the truck as we fuel up. Should be okay on rest for a little bit. There we go. We are good to go. And one really nice thing about this mod for this W900 is it's got 300-gallon tanks. So that's super nice. Using the Cat C15 550 horsepower straight piped engine mod, 18 speed with 355 rear ends. That's, at least for the transmission, that's pretty much my go-to. Pretty much use that in just about everything that I can, everything that it's compatible with anyway. Just kind of leave it at 8 low for right now. Probably no need to go into high. Check something here real quick, guys. Bear with me one moment. Okay. We're good. Good Jake brake sound to it, though, that's for sure. Too bad of a start to the day. Making decent time. Don't have Prim discovered on this profile yet, so we'll get that unlocked today. Now we're a little bit more flatland, I guess I'll throw it high. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I don't think we're too crazy heavy today. It is 37,000 pounds. That's not bad at all. Not too shabby at all. I guess better watch there because speed limit's only 55 through here. Actually, let's go ahead and set the cruise right about there. Actually, let's go ahead and start to slow down because remember to hop on the interstate. keeping my eyes on SCS official forums on the updates to the beta and everything. I haven't seen anything too earth-shattering yet. Just looks like some, basic tweaks and stuff like that you would expect. Bug fixes and whatnot. So I know the speed limit is 65, but I always like to set my cruise a little bit slower than the AI just to be safe. I think we can all agree that AI can be just a little bit buggy. Just a little bit on the buggy side from time to time. Like there for a while I was running DP's traffic mod, but man, it just got to be too crazy. You go down the interstate and traffic just stop out of the middle of nowhere, which it still does. It's the vanilla game doing that, but with that traffic mod it just kind of makes it about 10 times worse just because there's more traffic and everything. Which kind of stinks because it's a really good mod. I mean, really kind of made the game feel a little bit more alive, especially in the city and everything like that. You'd have to wait a couple minutes, to get out of a place or make a turn or something like that, just because there was, so much traffic. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode of Stories from the Road. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If so, just give the video a like and a share. This helps me out a bunch and helps the channel grow. And if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, please take a look around, watch a couple videos, and consider subscribing now. And if you want to catch me over on Twitch, link for my Twitch channel is down in the video description, so be sure to check that out. Come over and say hi. We always have a good time over there. Guys, until the next time, stay safe out there, take care, and we'll be seeing ya.